my name's Jenny, and I've been invited down from London, from Kent, to talk about my life in care and my experience with residential care in particular. And this morning I did a keynote speech and it was amazing. I'm still totally buzzing from it. Apparently, and I'm going to put this in there, it was the first standing ovation in all the years of your conferences. Oh, honestly, the response has just been so warm and so amazing. It's been wicked. Residential care played such an integral part, not only to my life as a child and as a teenager, but also as an adult. I was talking about kind of the importance of residential social workers in my life and the difference of the decisions that are made with you and the decisions that are made against you. And I was talking about the effects of the residential social workers on my life as a child and as a teenager that then I took into my life as an adult, which has helped me to kind of bring up and love just these two wonderful kids who are now adults themselves. My key worker from when I was 13 is back in my life and is part of my family. My social worker from when I was 9 years of age, who is 86 years old, is back in my life and is part of my family. And I feel whole again. The feedback I received was saying that actually that affirmation for residential social workers to actually hear that the work that they do and that they're so passionate and dedicated about actually makes a difference to the young people. And they said they really needed to hear that. So I think that because, thank goodness, I've kind of come out of the end of it and I'm a successful woman in my own right, who's a mother and a care leaver. I think that it kind of strives them to carry on doing the really difficult job that they're doing. And because normally you hear all the negative stuff, that's all you hear, like care is rubbish, care makes more damage, social workers don't care, they just steal your babies, all of that kind of real bad media kind of, haranguing of social workers and of the care system, when I'm saying actually the care system saved my life. The care system is what made me into the person I am today. If I'd have stayed at home, I dread to think, where would I have gone? Would I really have been able to break away from that environment and become the person I am today? Or would I have just carried on the cycle and ended up like my own parents, and then there would have been a third generation in the care system? So I think that's kind of what struck chords, really. I'm going to do a reading out of my book. It might get a bit emotional, but we'll be all right, won't we? This is the first edition of Hackney Child, who I co-wrote with Morag Livingston. And this book came about because Morag kind of really felt that my story should be out there. And it took a long time for Morag to convince me or to kind of really make me feel that my story had any substance for anyone. And so I kind of merrily kind of wrote this story around my own experience in the care system. And it's just been amazing. I started off, when I was writing this book, I was going around developing different projects, and I was setting up a winter night shelter for street homeless people. Most amazing piece of work. And as soon as this book came out, I had to stop all my other work because I was just inundated with social workers, professors of unis, just wanting me to come in and share my experience. And finally, kind of now really, I get it. I get what people want from me and why they enjoy it, because not many of us are in the position that we can reflect back as care leavers. We can reflect back and really kind of share our experience in such an analytical way and in a way that is so real. Still to this day, when I read this book and when I do presentations like this morning, I'm back in those places. I'm right back there. The feelings are just right on the surface. And it's that kind of human kind of expression of what the care system is that comes out in this book. So it's Hackney Child, and I'm pretending I'm American now. It's Hackney Child, and you should buy it, and it's amazing. And version 2, so go and get it now because this is a limited edition. Version 2 will be out in the shops in January, and book 2 is out in the shops in May.
Could I just ask, could I give you a cuddle from everybody that's sitting here?
Yes, please. I love a cuddle. Do you know, I just want to say, I have been treated with such amazing compassion and warmth by the Scottish people that I've met throughout this conference. I'm not kidding with you. I want to move to Glasgow. End of story. So if there's anyone on there who wants to buy me a house in Scotland, I'm kidding. But I do, seriously, I've had the most wonderful time, and I've just been kind of picked up by all these social workers and just kind of held throughout this conference, and I've had an amazing time. And every time I do something like this, I heal just that bit more, and I've had a brilliant time, and thank you.